The crypto markets have been pretty quiet lately, but it's been a little bit since I last did an update video on the SafeMoon SWAP partners, so I figured let's go ahead and get back into that. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you guys to go do your own research, and with that being said, let's go ahead and dive on into it. First up here is that of SafeMoon. We can see these are on the daily price action charts, just so you guys are aware. It did close out for the day on the red. Two previous days behind that were also in the red. It's down 0.55% in the last 24 hours, volume of $84,000. Moving on to Pinu. Pinu did close out in the green. Two previous days were also in the green. Volume extremely low though, only seeing $29, not even showing any actual price action movement over a 24-hour period. And then moving on to MFX, we can see it closed out in the red. By the way, as I am talking, this is a new day candle, but it's a pretty new day, so that's why I'm mainly referencing the previous candle that you're seeing here. So it closed out in the red. Previous days were many in the red. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row going down with the 9th day of closure, so 9 total. New day formation. We'll see how things continue to move forward there. Only $93 worth of trading volume. Nothing in the last 24 hours, according to its report here. And then moving on, we go on to Shinja. Shinja did close out in the green yesterday. 2, 3, 4 days before that were all in the red. Volume very low, also $30 in trading volume there. And then we move on to Glow V2. Glow V2 closed out in the green, actually up 3.61% in the last 24 hours with a volume of $1,400. Two previous days were in the red. Market cap at $757,000. Then moving on to Sale, we can see with Sale volume, it's saying that there's none that's available, nothing in the last 24 hours. Price action charts is showing some display visuals here, but on the actual order book, the last order that went through was on October 14th. So technically it closed out in the red yesterday, red in the day before. Evergrow coin. It is seeing a lot of days of bleeding consecutively. Here we have a candle closure in the red, but consecutively we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days in a row of just being hammered going down. It is down 3.13% in the last 24 hours with a volume of $4,400. Moving on to Crift cards. Crift, zooming out a tad bit here, we can see it's been laddering down, but it started to consolidate just a tad bit, pushing levels fairly close to what we were seeing around back on August 16th. We actually saw this price level specifically back on August 11th. And with where we're at right now, did close out in the green yesterday. Before that, there were 5 days in a row of red, and it is up 0.8% in the last 24 hours, $1,600 worth of trading volume. Moving on to Grove Token. Grove Token closed out in the red yesterday. It is down 2.98%, volume of $45,000. Day before was green, so it's trying to hang in there. It's got a fairly decent amount of volume, but comparatively, we are seeing across the board volume is down in the market space right now. And then we move on to Potherium. With Potherium, closed out in the red yesterday. That is now 6 days in a row in the red. Volume of only $4. Nothing in the last 24 hours being reported here. Moving on to Empire. Empire, $39 worth of trading volume. Nothing in the last 24 hours. It closed out in the green. Previous day before that was also green. And then we move on to Dox. Dox says it has extremely low liquidity. It's got $45 worth of liquidity here. Last trade took place was back on October 12th. Nothing in the last 24 hours, no volume actually going on. And then we move on to Immortal. And with Immortal, $10 in the last 24 hours, up 0.02% by comparison. It closed out in the green. Day before that was in the red. So you guys are seeing a common trend pattern here. Very, very, very low volume for a lot of these different partners on the SafeMoon SWAP. Then we move on to Rhythm, and Rhythm is down 0.46% in the last 24 hours with only $3 worth of trading volume. Closed out in the red. Day before that was in the green. Then we move on to Live Crypto Party. A little bit more volume here. We're at $2,900. It is up 1.91% in the last 24 hours. Closed out in the red yesterday, green before that. It's basically in a consolidated space, back and forth right now. Then we move on to Blockbusters Tech. Blockbusters Tech, $15,000 worth of trading volume, 3.4% up in the last 24 hours. It did close out in the green as of yesterday and the day before that as well, but it is, like other cryptos we're seeing, in a bit of a consolidated space at the moment. $7.2 million for market cap. Moving on to Croge, very low volume, $16 worth here, down 0.34% in the last 24 hours. Closed out in the red yesterday, 2 previous days before that out in the green. Then moving on to Token. And this one, we can see $655 worth of trading volume, down 3.23% in the last 24 hours. Closed out in the green yesterday. Day before that was out in the red. And then FND, with this one here, we see closed out in the red yesterday. Days before that, 2 of them we have in the green. It is technically up 3.28% in the last 24 hours. And volume is $1,100 worth. Then we have the Bitcoin Mirror Protocol. This one is up 5.95% compared to 24 hours ago. Volume, $6,200 worth. It did close out in the green yesterday. 2 days before that, we're both in the red though. And last but not least is TXS. And TXS is up 25.44% in the last 24 hours. Volume of $64,000. Market cap of $25.8 million. It closed out in the green yesterday. Day before that was in the red. It is making a pretty progressive climb. Keep in mind that they have been burning quite a bit of tokens, and they also recently had the announcement that they're teaming up with Blockbusters Tech, working on making a platform dealing with crypto music. I talked about that a little bit in a previous video. So that's what I got for you for the main SafeMoon SWAP partners. I really want to stress that again. It's not... There's other tokens that you guys can trade on the SafeMoon SWAP, but these are the SafeMoon SWAP partners, right? So I wanted to give you guys an update, see where everything's kind of at. It's been a little bit since the previous video. So obviously, if the markets aren't really doing a lot, don't expect me to be doing these kinds of videos every day. But I wanted to give you guys an update, see where things are at. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Roed Shaker, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. Also, thank you to my YouTube members for your guys' support. And if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up, like button. God bless, and we will see you in the next episode.